Hi-yo. I got Paulaner's Hefeweizen in a can, a half-liter can. Paulaner just this year has been shipping their standard beers in cans out here, and it's significantly cheaper. The other beer reviewer on YouTube, Darwin, he reviewed this and he said that it was can conditioned. It doesn't say that anywhere on the can. And I don't think their bottles are bottle conditioned, but it's definitely highly carbonated. That's just kind of how cans are supposed to be, but yeah, you can see that thing is foaming out, so that kind of does give you a hint that there might be some kind of re-fermentation happening in the can. Yeah, usually they tell you if it's naturally carbonated, but let's just get into this. It was canned April 15th, so it's about 4 months in the can, and it's what, 5.5%? Yep. Probably one of the more popular wheat beers in America. It's available just about everywhere, and it's a little bit cheaper than a Weizenstephaner, even in the bottle. And I got my gigantic wheat beer glass here to deal with the crazy carbonation of this beer. You can see it poured a little bit gently, and it formed all that head. Let's see if I can get it with at least mostly beer. Wow. Real dense. Full head right there. And you can see the bubbles coming up. Very lively. It's a deep gold orange, I'd say. Some Hefeweizens are a little darker, some a little lighter. This is pretty much middle of the road. And though there are a lot of bubbles come up, it doesn't smell too much like Coca-Cola. Like, the bubbles aren't popping, obviously. That's why this insane head is being formed. I'll drink a little bit, and then I'll try to get the yeasty bottom in here. Yep, your classic Hefeweizen smell. Big banana, but also maybe a touch of like pineapple. And it's not big on the spice. Very, very ripe fruits happening here. Banana bread, but not too sweet and bready. It's not smelling like, doesn't smell like cinnamon too much or anything. Just a very, very light clove. And maybe a hint of lemon, orange, or something like that. But it smells quite nice. Finally have some bubbles popping in there. It's pretty sweet. Got a good amount of body. Yeah, really big on the esters and the fruits in there. I feel like a sweeter, fruitier Hefeweizen, this is up your alley. It's not as spicy and dry as a Weizenstephaner, which I think is my favorite, but I haven't had it in quite a while. And even at 4 months, which is not that old for a German Hefeweizen in America, but it's still smelling pretty fresh. Sometimes these can get a little bit of that old, pasteurized, German, mass-produced sort of thing, but this one definitely smells like a live beer. And though it's fruity, there's still kind of something clean about it. Yeah, pretty big body for 5.5%. It's soft, it's not ultra velvety, and the bubbles aren't making it too spritzy, and doesn't give it much bite, I would say. It's still, for the most part, chewy. Let's see if I can get some good haze out of this. Ooh, there we go. Shouldn't have squeezed the can, maybe. There you go. That's the official pour there. That really nice head. So maybe it is bottle conditioned. I think I even looked on the Paulaner website and tried to figure that out. There's probably somewhere I can find that. And it looks like the haze is already pretty mixed in. I did tip the can upside down. Just a little bit less hazy than a lot of New England IPAs. It looks maybe a little bit like some Alchemist beers. And it has nice and foamy and rocky. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Definitely hits all of the classic Hefeweizen notes perfectly. Just maybe a little bit too sweet and estery for my tastes. And I also kind of like a lot of Hefeweizens that are more 5% or slightly lower. I wish Sierra Nevada would distribute their Kellerweiss. That one was like 4.8%. I think that one is also usually naturally carbonated. But that's one of the better mass-produced true Hefeweizens that you used to get all around America. Look at that lacing and stuff. Very fun beer style to have for sure. And so interesting how 10 years ago, if you saw a beer like this, you'd be like, that's a Hefeweizen, could be anything else, but now it kind of looks like a New England IPA, but with a crazy head. Most New England IPAs cannot achieve this head. A lot of them can't achieve much head at all, actually, and that's something I don't like as much about that style. But this is looking too cool. We have these like chasms opening from bubbles forming in the foam there. If it were just a little bit drier, a little bit spicier, it'd be right up my alley. I should really grab some of the Weihenstephaner for a review. So this one's, yeah, it's good. It's 4.25 beer, I would say. Maybe it deserves better because it's just kind of a classic. But for my tastes, I'd give it a 4.25. Bye.